Hey guys, happy Saturday! Yay! Ooh, let me adjust the camera just a little bit. Ooh, it's another hot one. Of course, that's just called summer. It's just called sweaty hot summer in San Diego. But anyway, let people make their way in and then have some cool books and stuff to share with you guys today. So super excited. And yes, while it is burning hot, I'm gonna have myself some hot tea. So again, just letting people make their way in. I know I'm about 10 minutes late today, but I don't want to run the dryer in my house because it's hot and I don't want to like heat up the house. So, hey, poor Sue. So I was setting my laundry outside, which I don't know, I guess maybe you could see, but I have everything laid out on the lounger out there. And I'm pretty sure it's crispy by now, but that's okay, I'll get it later. And Jillifer's here, hey, and C-Cat, hello, happy Saturday. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday so far. Like I said, it's pretty warm here, but you know, that's just a summertime in Diego. And Susie, hey! So yeah, I'm pretty sure that, well, actually, I'm pretty sure that my laundry is dry now, but by the time the live chat ends, like my laundry is just gonna be like toasty. And then I could bring it on in. And I'm like looking around and I know that our neighbors next to us, since we're on a hill, they can see down on my balcony. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. They want to look at my chones and my socks and my, my t-shirts like baking in the sun. That's their problem. um, hey, yay! So I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. So do you guys have any plans today? You guys up to anything? Got anything planned for the weekend? What's up, lady night? Do you guys have a good Friday? How was that? I know that I've been slammed with school stuff all this week. So it's like really good for me to get all of my videos that I make for the week, like get them done on a Monday and then just have them all scheduled so they could just like play throughout the week. And then I can just like focus on school and everything. Hey Sherry Bug, what's up? Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm trying out a new lipstick I got at Costco, because Costco. And Aries is here, hello. No, T-Cat, you're right on time. Actually, I'm late, so. And Miranda, hey. So yeah, Costco had like all this, oh, there's a squirrel outside. Anyway, squirrel. Costco had all this like makeup and stuff. And of course, when it's at Costco, it's like a super good deal. So I like some of the NARS stuff. Oh, hey, Loki's back there. Hey, Loki. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here, Panther. Let's say hi to everyone. Hey, Panther. I don't want to like knock down stuff. Hold on. I'm going to have to de-mic myself so I can grab Loki. Oop. Okay. Hey, Loki. Oh, my big warm teddy panther. Hello. Hello. Oh. Hey, Loki. Hey, Loki. Hey, my baby. Hey, my big furry baby. Yeah. Yeah. You got such a big fur coat. You do? Yeah. You're my big boy. Okay. Ooh. Let me adjust my chair. Okay. Okay. Miking myself. Alrighty, back in business. Okay. Aries is like a lady in red. Susie is telling Sonia I got hippie meadows today. Oh, thank you. Yes, my Lokestar. Sometimes I'm like, I think he wishes he could just like unzip his fur coat and just like take it off for a little while right now because it's kind of hot. But yeah, so he's taking a bath now to wash the mom off of him. So yeah, anyway, back to Costco was having a big deal on makeup. So for under $10, I got I got a couple of lip stains and I got a couple of like actual lipsticks. So this is the lip stain. And then this one is called Just Push Play by NARS. So, I mean, under $10, that was a pretty good deal. I was like, oh, well, hello, I will get myself some lipsticks. Aw, thanks, Susie. Sherry Bug's like, holy crap, NARS for under $10? Yeah, so you better believe I bought like 4 lipsticks. So 2 lipsticks and 2 like stains because they were like $9.50 or something like that. I was like, my boyfriend's like, is that a good deal? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I'm pretty sure you're stocked on makeup for the year now. Oh, and I also got an eyeliner, and it was by a company that I'm pretty sure makes really good eyeliners because it was like it's like a liquid liner, but I haven't heard of it before, but it sounded fancy. It sounded French, you know? So it was like $30, but it came with a refillable thing so that once your liquid liner runs out, you could just put a replacement, and it was all in French. And I was like, ooh, that sounds very fancy. $30. It's probably like $200 somewhere else. I don't know. T-Cat's like, oh, cool. I would like to try NARS makeup, but it's kind of hard to find where I live. Just bought nice makeup brushes though. Yeah, that was something that I finally invested in like last year. I got some mermaid makeup brushes. It's like little mermaid tails. And who made those? Oh, Tarte. They're by Tarte. But yeah, I like Tarte stuff. Too Faced is another one, and I like NARS. I guess if you want to go and name brandy, but I mean, I'll just as well as buy something from the drugstore too. So I'm like, I go where the deals are, people. And sometimes you get some good deals on some name brandy stuff. Sherry Bug's like, I'm cheap with a lot of things, but I will throw down some money for makeup. I'm an Urban Decay and Too Faced girl. Nice. Oh, Urban Decay also makes some good stuff. I do know that I can't go too cheap though on makeup, because at some point I know that I'm probably putting like lead in my eyes and mercury on my skin. So I'm like, we'll go a step beyond, like above like dirt cheap, just to keep the lead out of my eyes. Hey Chantal, what's up? And Susie said, good tip for mascara. They dry out, but not travel size. That's a good idea. Actually, I would get the, back when my boyfriend's mom was still alive, she loved getting the, like the gift stuff. Like she was a Clinique woman, like Clinique everything had to be Clinique. And so she would sometimes have me go with her to the Clinique counter so she could get her makeup. And I was like, why don't you just order it online? And she's like, a woman goes to the department store and they get their makeup in person. She's like, you don't just order things off the magazine or the online or the newspaper. And I was like, okay. And she was like, and besides, she says, I don't keep the free gift. Would you like the free gift? And I was like, sure. And it would always be like the little travel size, like lip glosses and like the travel size mascaras. And so I would just like use those up. So I was like, sure, you buy all the Clinique you want, I will get the free gift. Sherry Bug said, Too Faced is better. Too Faced is better than Sex Mascara. Best ever. Do I have that one? No, I don't have the one, but I have heard of that one, so I will have to check it out. I have a couple of blushes, but over time I have found a blush that is my favorite. And it's a NARS one, and it's Orgasm. Orgasm is my favorite blush of like all time. It just like looks really good on my skin. It's got like the gold flecks, and I don't have it on right now. I'm naturally flush right now because it's warm in my house, but you know, and my grandmother, she's probably rolling in her grave right now because she's like, Well, my grandmother, not my nana. My nana was all about the makeup. She was all about her Avon. But my grandmother was all about natural beauty. And so what natural beauty is you pinch your cheeks and that's your blush, bite your lips, that's your lipstick or your lip gloss or whatever. Put some Vaseline on your lips too. And she would say to put Vaseline on your eyelashes to get them nice and glossy. Maybe slap yourself a couple of times and you're good. Go out the door. Take your pin curls out and you're good. Makeup beauty lessons by my grandmother. And then there was one time because she was like, I don't wear makeup, you know, because my grandma was like I don't wear makeup kind of woman. Again, because she's just slapping herself, you know, to make her face rosy. And then one day I was in the bathroom and I found a couple of lipsticks, which I still have them, which by now they're probably poison to use because they're well over 30 years old. But I still think the colors look cool. Look, one of them is a bright, bright red, and the other one was like kind of a gold flecky, peachy red, you know, kind of look. And so I remember running out of the bathroom and I was like, Grandma, you do have makeup. And she was like, oh, well, that's when Grandma wants to look like a trollop. And I was like, cool, can I look like a trollop? And my grandma's like, sure, you can look as trampy as you want. I was like, yay! And so I remember like I was so excited because that was actually my first makeup, was taking my grandmother's makeup out of the bathroom. And then when my mom came to pick me up for the summer and I was like, Grandma, give me your lipsticks. My mom's like, you're gonna look like a trollop. And my grandmother's like, if that girl wants to look like a trollop, you let her look like a trollop. You let her be her own person. My mom's like, oh, you didn't let me wear makeup when I was on my show. Shut up, Tony. I miss my grandma. Okay, so let me go back to what you guys were saying. Chantal, are you going out tonight? I am not. I actually, this is just my little shorty top and some shorts because it's warm and I had to put my hair up because it's super warm in here. And I was just kind of trying out one of my new lip stains. So, let's see. T-Cat said, all top brands that you mentioned, I am weak when it comes to MAC lipsticks. Oh, I remember when I was in college and there were some friends of mine that would like get MAC. I had no money, so I could accompany them and watch them make their purchases. But I was like, ooh, MAC is so pretty. Sherry Bug, I have very little rosy cheeks, so I rarely wear blush, just a light base unless I have a heavy base, then blush. And Marina, hey, happy Saturday. Oh, thank you. So, okay, I said I have some things to show off to you guys besides my steal of a lip stain. Okay, the dude got me another stuffy. I don't know if I have more tarot decks or more stuffies. It's kind of a toss-up at this point. But that's okay because stuffies are really cute. And, you know, I mean, some people have an obsession with throw pillows for their bed. I have an obsession with stuffies. And so we have all the stuffies that we would ever need on the bed, basically. So I would like to welcome you guys to Leo. So, oh my gosh, I love his little mane, but this is Leo and he's got an extra long tail. And again, he is also a jellycat, you know, because we are jellycat obsessed. You know what? Jellycat, that would be the coolest thing if they just sponsored me. I was like, you could pay me in jellycats and I would totally take it. So Jellycat, if you're listening, sponsor me. So yeah, this is Leo. And oops, don't want to squish the mic, but he so far is like one of my faves. I was like, oh. And do you know when Leo arrived? On the new moon, on the Leo new moon. I was like, oh, and I didn't even come up with that name. That was my dude. My dude's like, oh, we should call him Leo. And I was like, nice, very nice. I am rubbing off on you. Yes. So yes, this is Leo, and I'll make sure that he makes an appearance whenever I do another like monthly reading or something. Molly said, I wanted to tell you that I got my very first Jellycat stuffy. It's a watermelon one. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cute. Um, Michelle's like, cute on theme. Yes. Hey, Emily, how are you? So, yeah, so anyway, this is Leo, and he's just going to sit here and accompany us on the chat today. Okay, I have some books to show you guys too. The dude said, oh, lovely to be here. Well, awesome, thank you. My dude was like, I found that they have like a children's book on the Jellycat website, and it comes with a little lion, but I was like, I like Leo. I don't need like another lion. Like I like that lion. And he's like, okay. So he's like, I ordered Leo a book. Leo has a book now. He says, well, it was on Jellycat's website. What was I supposed to do? Like have Leo not have his own book? And I was like, okay. So the first one is a children's book, but the other two are adult books, you know, that you guys might want to read. Leo's mane has some rock star vibes. Heck yeah. Hey, Silver Star, what's up? Okay, so he got me the Very Brave Lion, and apparently Jellycat sells a lion that looks just like this one, so you can have that one with the book. But I like Leo better. I think he's, as we say, yes, more rock star. So it's a super short one, so I'll read it to you guys, you know, because it'll probably take me like all of a minute and a half to read because it's a kid's book. But it's got one of those like squishy covers, if you guys can see. I was like, oh, it's squishy. If I fell asleep on my book, that'd be okay. Okay, and then my dude even wrote my name in there. He's like, I want you to know this book belongs to you. And I'm like, well, who else would this book belong to? But anyway, it's got like the little lion. Okay, so story time, you guys. If you have little kids or teenagers, or even if your kids are 30, you go ahead and bring them over for story time. Okay, so here we go. It says, little Rory's dad was king of the pride. Each evening at dusk, he'd stand astride the topmost rock, giving a mighty roar that roared off the mountains and down to the shore. Little Rory's dad had claws sharp and long, and great gleaming teeth that were pointy and strong. His paws were enormous, his mane thick and hairy. Young Rory thought Dad was a teensy bit scary. Grabs her magic carpet square for story time. One day Dad said, Rory, let's go for a walk. It's time you and I had a dad to son talk. When I retire and my work is done, you will be king of the lions, my son. The job of the king is to look after others. Your mother, your aunties, your sisters and brothers. You are my oldest, my son and my heir. You'll need to be tough. It's a jungle out there. Oh dear, said young Rory, that cannot be. I can't be the king. It just isn't me. I'm not big and strong. I'm small and I'm weak. My roar isn't mighty. It's more of a squeak. I'm frightened of spiders. I don't like to fight. I'm scared of the thunder that rumbles at night. I like to sit quietly gazing at stars, wondering what life is like living on Mars. Dad said, Rory, while I spend each day guarding the pride, I watch you at play, defending the cubs when the games get too rough. You'll grow big one day and you'll learn to get tough. You're clever and brave and you always play fair. Kings should be bold, but they still have to care. At times it is tricky to know what to do. Sometimes I feel frightened, exactly like you. Rory just stared with his eyes open wide at his fearless father, the king of the pride. With you to guide me in all that I do, I'll be a good king one day, Dad, just like you. Dad put his big paw upon Rory's head while scruffing his soft ears. He quietly said, when you get frightened or angry or sad, know that you're always a hero to Dad. Each evening at dusk, they stand side by side, the big and the small lion guarding the pride. From the topmost rock, a squeak and a roar rolls off the mountains and down to the shore. The end. So there you go, little kid story time. I think that is so cute. No pressure, young little lion. Daddy gonna leave you. Take care of your auntie and cousins. So yes, it's such a cutesy story. So anyway, this story is sold by Jellycat Books, but you can get it on Amazon. So I don't know if you have little ones and your little ones are 4 or 40 years old. I think that, people would like it. I like it. I love story time, very cute. Yes, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. So yes, Leo has a book. So yeah, that's how my dude and I get down. We buy each other interesting gifts. Actually, he just bought me a Iron Giant, the movie The Iron Giant from back in the day. So he got an Iron Giant and it's sitting on my altar. And so I apparently have all these interesting characters. I have DDP on my altar, I have Stitch on my altar. I now have the Iron Giant on my altar. He had King Tut and he was like, where did you put the Tut? And I was like, but it's the Tut from Batman. And I was like, well, the Tut's on my bookcase because I'm running out of room on my altar for actual altar stuff. And he's like, And and he bought me a Wally and Eva. And so when I'm doing certain things, I actually bust out Wally and Eva, but they're on my bookcase too. So anyway, okay, let me go back to what you guys were saying. Oh, Sai wants to know how long me and the dude and I have been together. This November will be 14 years, but we were friends for 6 years before we started dating. So technically this year I will have known him 20 years. Yes. Yeah, like 20 years because we met in 2000, like late in 2000. It's been a while. Let's see. Marina's like, I love the story and how it was read. So I have to put on my teacher voice. Cat's like, you would be a great mother. I like being the fun auntie. I like being able to spoil my cousins and stuff like that, and be the one that buys them stuff their parents won't buy them and let them do stuff their parents won't let them do. So anyway, so there was that book, if you guys are interested in kids books. Okay, more adult books. Okay, so this one is a freaking War and Peace book. It is huge. It's a huge tome. So this is Tarot for Transformation, and it's by Andy Matzner. And this, actually, Andy follows me on Instagram. I follow him too. And he sent me his book and he wanted me to review it. It's going to take me a while, as you can see, to get through this book because, he's a psychotherapist, and I love psychology and all of that. And sometimes though, I think that sometimes when people mesh tarot and psychology or psychotherapy, it gets too wordy and too heady, and I feel more like I am sitting at a college trying to read an academic book instead of enjoying my love of tarot. I'm trying to just get through the academia. Well, this one I think is, although it's not, I wouldn't say dumbed down in vocabulary, it's more in layman's terms, but there is a lot of obviously psychology and stuff in it, and it is, okay, I'm not even that far, and it's so good, and it's so good that actually I'm going to take out pieces of it. There's a couple of activities that I want my students to do because they've been letting me know this week, some of them, they struggle with anxiety and depression and stuff like that. And they let me know when they're having a rough time. And I let them know that I'm, it's open communication. If you're ever having a rough time, always feel free to let me know. So at least I have the heads up of, what's going on over there. But they said they're really struggling with time management since there's no teacher or bell schedule or anybody, because a lot of times their parents aren't telling them really to do anything. So they're like, it's hard to get all our schoolwork done. And when we look at the mass amounts, it's I know they only have 3 classes because we're on the quarter system right now for distance learning. So they don't have all 6 classes, it's just 3. They said, but even though it's 3 classes, it's we have all of this work And it's like, what do I do? You know, how do I get it all done? And so they just look at it as this ginormous task, and then they end up just not doing anything for the whole week because they psych themselves out. Well, I happened to come across, as I'm reading through the High Priestess section, there's some activities to help people get through that stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like the answer to what my students were just emailing me yesterday about. So I need to share this with you guys. Let's see, TCAT said, Leo has done well. He already has a rock band. He's come out with a biography as well. Not bad for a Steffi. Yes. Lady Knight said, I have 2 of his tarot books. They are great. Yeah, and I saw that he has some other books, and I definitely want to check them out too, but I need to get through this first. Okay, so it says, using the major arcana to discover your best self and creating a life worth living. And he does ask you to do some journaling. You know, you could bust out your cards as well to kind of help you with the journaling, but not to just straight read through it and be like, okay, that's cool, I'm all fixied now, because it's not really fixing anything. It's like a journey through discovery of self and self-acceptance and things like that. So let me share with you the High Priestess section. I just finished that section, so now I'm on the Empress. But he also has tons of quotes, a lot that I recognize, and I appreciate lots of quotes because I love to write quotes everywhere as well. This is my first college class. Very first thing, we had to write a weekly schedule, including study time. It helped. And that's something I try to get them to do, but they just see it as like, it's just another assignment. Like, I don't want to write my weekly schedule because that's just more work. I'm like, okay, so you have a cell phone. Why don't you put some reminders in your cell phone? They're like, because it's too much work. I was like, okay, I'm trying to help you guys here. Yes, you have to chop it up into small pieces. You finish work one step at a time, like pizza, one slice at a time. Yes, you can't just gobble up the whole pizza. Fun side note, I have eaten entire pizza by myself. I'm quite proud of myself, actually. Okay, so let's see, the one that I wanted to, there was actually a few I wanted to share with the students. So I guess I'll read a little bit, but this is under the High Priestess section. Okay, so he starts talking about Parkinson's law. Coined by Cyril Parkinson in 1955, this adage states, work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. That is, the more time you give to a project, the longer it will take you to finish it. So this law asks us to look more critically at deadlines, which can either help or hinder us. We often overestimate the time we need to do something. You can try this out in your own life. Make a list of tasks you need to complete. For each one, imagine the amount of time you think it will take to accomplish. Now cut that figure in half and see what happens. And then he talks a little bit more about that, but that's something I could probably just kind of bring up to my students, that, you know, because of course they like to wait until the last minute, and then when they do that, they feel overwhelmed because now I have to do all of this work for all of my classes and it's due now. And then that's when they were like, I was up till 5 a.m. and I had to drink all these Red Bulls and I was drinking Monster energy drinks, and it's like, you guys give us way too much work to do. I was like, okay, well, what were you doing the other 4 days of the week? And they're, oh, I was on Snapchat. I'm like, okay, well, you can't be like on TikTok and Snapchat for 4 days and then complain we gave you too much work because you tried to pull an all-nighter. Like that would make my brain explode. So let's see. Susie said, I never got to do a time capsule. When they finish the quarter, they can reward themselves with burying their time capsule. Ooh, that's a good idea. Just like an end of the year time capsule schools used to do. Michelle said, I underestimate my work task time. My house work time is overestimated. Lady Knight, that is a good way of looking at time management. And Zara is here. Hello, Zara. Okay, and then I like this one, which I think the students would actually do well with, and it's the Pomodoro technique, so the tomato technique, developed in the 1980s by Francesco Cirillo. This time management hack is based on breaking down work into small time intervals known as pomodoros. because that's the shape of the timer he originally used. It looked like a little tomato. This work rhythm helps your brain focus more effectively, thereby maximizing productivity. By forcing yourself to concentrate on a single task and avoid distractions, you get more done in less time. So the technique goes like this. First, choose what it is that you're going to work on. Set your timer for 25 minutes. Work until your timer goes off. Then take a 5-minute break. Congratulations, woohoo, you just finished a Pomodoro. So it says for those 5 minutes, try to do something that doesn't require your brain. Like do something physical, like walk around your house, like kick your leg a couple of times, go drink some water, go have something to eat, go snack on something or whatever. So don't try like then reading something else or maybe even going on your phone. You need a brain break, for those 5 minutes. Okay, now it says start a new Pomodoro. So now you're gonna work for another 25 minutes, either on the same task or choose something else. It says every 4th Pomodoro, take a longer break, which is about 15 to 30 minutes. So you could go for a walk or whatever it is, but this is give yourself some good rest time. So anyway, I think that's something I think the kids might be able to do because they have timers on their phone. Just set it for 25 minutes and then boom, they can go do something else, then go back, and if they could do this for, 4 times, which is like an hour, they probably would be able to get all their schoolwork done for the day, I'm thinking. And then the other one, let's see, what else did I want to show them? Oh, I wanted to talk to them a little bit about perfection. I might just make like a little voice memo to send them because I know they don't like reading, but as their English teacher, it breaks my heart. Anyway, let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Zara said, yes, I've been doing a lot of online school before. Doing intervals helps in spare time off screen because it can be straining on your eyes or microtasking. Yes, even me when I'm on the computer, like just trying to like get all their assignments like prepped for the week, like I spent almost literally all day with schoolwork and grading because all this late work was coming in every like 15 minutes, more late work. And sorry, I meant to turn this in 2 weeks ago. I'm like, okay, kids. I was like, guess what? The late work policy takes effect on Monday because you've had 2 weeks to get it together. So after that, okay. But I know they're adjusting too. And there's a few kids that are online right now and they're not even in the state of California. Like their parents are moving in from Virginia or wherever. So, I obviously have to have grace for those kids because they're not even here yet. So that's interesting too. Let's see, Chantal, which grade do you teach? My students I have 9th graders and 12th graders. Right now, this quarter, I only have my freshmen, and then next quarter, I'll have all of my seniors. So right now, they're only 14 years old. They'll be 15 by the end of the year. And there's a couple of kids that are only 13. I was like, oh, you're just babies. And then my seniors will be 17, and then they'll be 18 before the end of the year. So, I didn't have my first phone until I was 22. I got a Nokia, my very first phone, when I was either 19 or 20, somewhere around there. I remember, but that was a lot of people. We were all getting our first phones, like, because phones were kind of a new thing. So, so I guess that's why it was our first phone. Let's see, Zara, doing small bits at a time, like kind of just creating an ELA outline. But when you feel you can focus more, put more detail into it, and it creates an essay. Yes. Silver Star, when you walk in a store and see someone you haven't seen in 5 years, what a small world. TCAT, always felt anguish when my friends tried to study on exams on the last note. The high school was rough indeed. Yes. Zara's first phone was also a Nokia. Excellent. Yeah, I could still remember the sound of like when your Nokia turns on. Like it's so cute and digital. And we were like astonished that you could take pictures. I mean, they were like the worst pixelated pictures ever, but we thought they were so cool. Oh, Sheldon is in the house. Hello, Sheldon. And Claudia is here. Hola from early spring is here in Santiago, Chile. Ooh, so that's good. That means, the freezing weather is hopefully moving out for you, since I know that you didn't get to come back, for the summertime, but well, you got to experience a beautiful winter in Chile, and now it's going into its lovely spring, which is probably freaking beautiful. Silver Star said, Nokia, I forgot about my first phone. So Sheldon, we're doing good. We're just reading a couple of books here. Yes, I do not like winter at all. So happy. Yeah, I'm not a winter person. I mean, we don't really get snow where I'm at, but you could drive 25, 30 minutes and go find snow, because San Diego's like in the epicenter of everything. You could go surfing and snowboarding in literally the same day, like you could. But I just I need my summer. I'm just a summer baby, because it usually rains here in the wintertime. And although I love my hot chocolate by the fireplace while there's a storm going outside, I like that for about a few days, and then I would like summer to come back. And the days are shorter, and I like long, warm summer nights, minus the mosquitoes, but yes, long, warm summer nights. Let's see. Same here. They say weather in Santiago is like LA weather. Oh, okay. Jillifer, sorry if this is off topic, but I just wanted to thank you for the energy reading you did for me. It really helped turn my sadness and shame to happiness and confidence. I'm so happy. If anything we can say or do, helps people out, then yay, that makes me feel really, really, really good. So I'm glad. Zara said ice cream and hot chocolate. Oh, together at last. But inside the homes, it's so cold because the buildings are seismic. Chile has the strongest earthquakes in history. Oh my goodness. And here I thought California, we had some doozies. Well, you guys are closer to, well, the equator, I guess, so maybe it's like more seismic stuff going on. T-Cat, I have Nokia too. Every time I open it every morning, my boyfriend says it sounds like good morning. So happy sound. Do, do, do. So I said San Diego equals hot Halloween. Yes. Okay. So my mom, she grew up like a good portion of her life back east. So she's used to all seasons. And for some reason, living a really long time in San Diego, she still saw everything as seasons. So when it was Halloween and it was time to go trick-or-treating, even though it's 85 degrees and it's 8 o'clock at night outside, my mom's like, don't forget to put your sweats underneath your costume. She would have us put our sweatpants, like the old school like sweatpants, like jogger pants and like sweatshirt underneath my costume. I would be sweating and my face would be so red. So like when I'm trying to dress like a scary witch and there's like sweats underneath my witchy outfit, I'm like, ugh. My mom's like, you're gonna catch a cold. I'm like, Mom, it's 85 degrees outside. She's like, well, I don't want my baby to catch a cold. So my brother and I are like, trick or treat, do you have any ice cream? I'll take an ice cube. This is hot Halloween would suck. Yes. How's Wally doing? Wally is doing much better. He's just focused on growing his fur back at this point. Did not see him in the background. He's actually up in his hammock in the window upstairs. Yes, he has a little kitten hammock, of course. We're not too close to the equator. It has to do with the fault line. Oh, anything under 6.5 is considered a tremor here. Same here, because we have the San Andreas fault, up kind of north near Los Angeles. And so when that thing goes off, like, apparently we had an earthquake, I don't know, earlier this past week. And I'm like, we did. They're like, it was a 5.5. I'm like, I don't even feel those. Like it takes a good portion to make the liquids move in my glass. Like 5, 6, maybe 7, 8. Okay, now we're talking. Annette, hey. Oh, yes, red is one of my favorite colors. Rocking the red today. Aw, thanks, Zara. Sheldon said, it sounds like reminds me of my memory. I've been trick-or-treating myself. Aw. Oh, thanks, Claudia. Yeah, I left all my different shades of red lipstick, but this is a brand new one that I got for super cheapies at Costco, so I was super excited. Okay, so you guys had a 5.3 last week. Didn't feel it either. Yeah, we're just like, was there an earthquake? And then there was one time, I guess we had a pretty big one, I guess, but we were on the road at the time, and it was on Easter Sunday. I don't remember what year this was, and everyone's like, oh my God, did you feel the earthquake? We're like, no, we were driving. And I like how people who don't live in California, when they do come here or they move here and they experience an earthquake for the first time, they feel like the earth is splitting open and we're going to fall into like the whatever level of Dante's Inferno. Like they totally feel like it's the end of the world and the apocalypse, and it just like cracks me up. I'm like sitting there like riding out the little tremor. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And they're like, oh my God, the world's coming to an end. I'm like, chillax, it's only like a 6.0. Let's see. Says, wow, we must have a heavy sleeper 5.0. Have you noticed they changed the name from Tremor to Trembler? Really? Sherry Bug said, but if one of the eastern faults has a 5, we feel it because we don't have the earthquake architecture. Yeah, well, yeah, all our stuff is meant to sway. Like our bridges, our homes, they're all structurally built for earthquakes. We even have, when you get your insurance for your home and you like protect against like flood damage, fire, because we live in fire country, but also earthquake, like make sure that you have your earthquake insurance because California, Okay, let's see. Annette hates earthquakes. I actually kind of like them. I mean, as long as like they don't kill anybody, I kind of like them. Says yes, and we call this Tuesday. Let's see. Siren says, oh hey, hello. Thank you. And says there are memes about how cool Chileans are with earthquakes. We get many big ones. So yeah, you guys are probably just like, oh, did we have an earthquake? Cool. That would totally be you guys and us. Let's see, Silver Star. We had a 7.5 right here after coronavirus. It scared the crap out of me. Ooh, okay, a 7.5, I would feel that one. I don't think it would like really scare us, but we'd be like, okay, Earth's moving. Well, everyone is used to different things. Doubt you would be chill during a tornado. Okay, Sherry Bug, that would scare the crap out of me. Tornadoes, I would be like, it's coming to take me away like Dorothy's grandparents' house or aunt's house. Yeah, I would think that I'd be just like freaking dead. I'd be trying to like outrun the tornado. And aftershocks for like 2 months. Sometimes aftershocks, they can last for a really long time. Thank you, Sheldon. 7.5 was no fun. Yeah, I would think not. It's like it's getting a little high there. Okay. I have an earthquake story for you guys. I think I've told one to you guys before, but this one's funny. Do the cats act crazy during an earthquake? Since we've had Wally and Loki, I don't think we've had one big enough for even them to notice. Because we've had like tremors, like little earthquakes, but they sleep right through everything. Like especially Wally. There was a couple of times I'm pretty sure I thought Wally was dead, and I started freaking out because he was like, and I was like, oh my God, Wally? I'm like lifting his paw. It just like freaking falls, and I'm like, Wally, I'm like picking him up. He like falls to the ground. He's like, oh. I'm like, Wally, and then I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I cannot deal with another dead cat. And then all of a sudden, it's like he wakes up. He's all groggy. His fur is all like pushed to the one side. He's like, Mom, what's the matter? I'm like, oh my god. What animal sleeps like that? Like, aren't you supposed to be like a predator? Like, aren't you supposed to be like sleeping with one eye open? Like, you are so not meant for the wild. Can we say domesticated? He's like, Mom, I'm trying to sleep. Puts his little paw over his eyes. I'm like, yeah, that happened apparently to my dude as well. He thought Wally was dead, and it took a good amount of like shaking and picking him up to like get Wally to be like, what's up? Why is the commotion? Like, why are you guys so freaked out? Like, but anyway, let's see. Reminds me of Mary Poppins in the beginning. You probably weren't alive during the big San Francisco one in the 80s. I was just, my parents remember that one because I was really young. But I was alive for that one. Of course, I don't remember that one. But I do remember the one in, was that the San Francisco? There was one that was either 1989 or was 1990. It was in one of those. Maybe that was the 80s one. In fact, then I would remember that one because that was the one where I kept the television from falling on my brother. So that was either the one that was at the tail end of the 80s or the really early 90s. Whatever was the one that like totally did shake our house. Like that one was legit scary. Let's see. That's my favorite movie, Wall-E. Yes, actually, that's what we named him after, but we changed it to like W-A-L-L-Y. The Whittier quake in 1987 was a 5.9. Downgraded, of course, was bad. There was major damage. You lived in LA at the time, and that's also, I think, we're still always like fine-tuning our earthquake structure. I guess depending on where you live, like tornado proofing things and earthquake semi-proofing things, you know, or tsunami proofing, you know, depending on where you live. Yes, Wally can sleep through anything for sure. And Loki used to be a lot more sleeping with one eye open. Now Loki is also turned into a dead sleeper as well. So nice. When you move into my house, nothing wakes you up, I guess. Let's see. I've had that before too with pets and animals. That happened kind of with one of my bunnies, and she was like, "What do you want? Do you have a cookie?" She was a bit grumpy that day. Oh my goodness. This is funniest part. I was running down the stairs telling my daughter to get in the doorway. She slept right through that earthquake. Oh my goodness. 1989 World Series, San Francisco High School for me. Okay, so if that was the 89 one, I remember that one because that one then was the one, yeah. Because there was one I just remember, my brother was super young and he was born in 87, so that would have made him probably about 2 or 3 years old, and that was, I literally held the television from crushing my brother, and my mom was yelling at us to get in the doorway. That was literally like a really scary one, and it was, I remember it was like really like rolly. Because there's the rolling ones and then there's the kind that are like really jarring, and that one I remember it rolling. I remember it lasting, maybe it's just because I was a kid, but I remember it lasting a really long time. I remember some large aftershocks, and I remember actually as a kid being actually scared, like, oh, like, oh, can't outrun an earthquake. Let's see, Northridge was during the 90s. Okay, the Northridge one, I was in college at the time, and that one seriously did some damage, and I was in Long Beach at the time, and that's the story actually I wanted to share because it's funny. I mean, it's not funny like all the destruction, but like the people around me. It says, oh, maybe it was 89 one because I remember the World Series bit. Okay. Hey, Shadowlander, what's up? Candlestick Park, yes. See, T-Cat, you went all worried about it, but Wally was like, I was having the greatest dream ever. Says, you saved your baby brother, he owes you. I keep telling him, but he swears he doesn't owe me anything. So yeah, that one, Yeah, I remember he was about 2 or 3 years old with that big one. Yeah, that had to be, yeah, that was the 1989 one. So I was about 8 years old. And I remember he was sitting in front of the TV. You know, we had the TV on top of this like stand. It wasn't even a TV stand. It was just what we put our freaking Sony TV on. He was watching TV, and I don't even remember where I was, but I remember the earthquake started. My mom yelled to get in a doorway, and all like it's bits and pieces because obviously this freaking 1989. I don't remember much. I was 8, okay. And all I remember is that my brother was staring at the TV, and I'm pretty sure whatever like the channel stopped. Like there was nothing on the TV anymore, and it started like jolting forward off the stand. Oh, my dude says there's a surprise headed this way in the next few minutes. I see an Amazon truck. We'll have to go out there, you guys. But yeah, the TV was like moving forward, and I remember it started to like fall, and I remember I ran over, and it's back, you know, TVs were freaking heavy, and it was like, I remember it took like my whole arms to like grab the television, and I was like holding it with my little body, and my mom's like, put the TV down, get your brother out of there, and I'm like, Brian, move, and my brother's just like, and I like literally had to kick my brother to get him to move because he was like frozen in place because he didn't know what to do, and I like had the TV, and I'm like trying to use my chest to like move the TV back onto its thing and then go stand in a doorway. How many brothers and sisters do I have? I have one full blood brother, and I have 3 half sisters. Only quake I've ever been in was an aftershock one that happened in Illinois a few years ago. Ooh, an Illinois quake. And oh, Everardo, hello. Okay, well, you guys, let's go see what this surprise is. So let me turn this camera around. Okay, we're off to go find a surprise. Okay, maybe I need to put my shoes on. Okay, put on the chanclas. Okay. And we're rolling. And you wonder why we have some shoes there? That's because the door likes to swing open, and that happens. Okay. What is this? It's super hot outside. It feels like I opened the oven door. Oh, hey Loki. Loki, are you gonna help me? What do you smell? Well, Loki says it smells interesting, so. Okay. Let's see, let me grab the scissors. Okay, we're gonna open this on the floor because I don't know where else to put my camera. Okay. Okay, maybe let's not look at my address. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Oh my goodness. He did get me the little lion from the book. He did it anyway. I was like, I don't need it. Aw. Oh my goodness. It's Rory. Does it say that on there? I'm a little fuddle-wuddle lion. It's Rory. Oh my goodness. I need to like unsmoosh him. Unsmoosh him. Yes, it's another jelly cat. Aw. What do you think, Loki? Loki? What do you think of Rory? Is he a friend? Oh, Lokester. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I'm gonna have to take his little ear tag off. Okay, yeah, let's get this off. Like a true Leo, he's been getting some attention today. Yes. Oh, Loki. Okay. He is now detagged. He is ready for cuddling. Oh, look at this face. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's hello. Oh, look at his little tail. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Well, that's definitely a surprise because I was like, oh, we don't need that one. Hi, Loki. We have a new little friend. Yes, we're going to, hold on, I'm gonna put this bag in the trash can real quick. Okay. Oh, hold on. We can make it like the lion is walking. Okay. This is my little space. Okay, let me turn this back around. Alrighty. So that was definitely a surprise. I like that surprise. Yeah, you know, I guess the dude spoils me. I mean, like, this is Leo's brother, not his rocker, but as Leo, but very cute. Shadowlander is also waiting for some packages. Yes, more plushies. So yeah, hey, you got like big brother and little brother. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Oh. Oh my goodness, I love them. I will make sure the dude gets a big smoochie when he gets home. Let's see, Surin, I'm a collector myself, so happy to meet someone else that does the same. Yes, I have a lot of stuffies. And I was just saying, I was like, what do I have more of, tarot decks or stuffies? Oh, well, they're all cute. Oh, Sherrybug finally got the Tarot de la Nuit. It's, yes! Isn't it freaking awesome? I know that there's some people that like, that's not their jam, but that is totally my jam. So, yeah, so yeah. And you're gonna like that deck. I love what is happening right now. Little Lion can't, that's what I call my cat, Little Lion, Meow Meow. Meow Meow is so cute. Aw! Says, I've been a tarot splurge within the last 24 hours. Zara hasn't even seen that deck. Well, definitely go check it out. Loki, what are you doing? Hold on. You guys need to, hold on. Oh, my face is big, but, oh, now you move because you're on camera. I see you. You're still on camera. The whole world sees you, Loki. Ooh, Shadowlander also got a new iPad cover. Sherrybug's like, it yelled at me last night. It was like, okay. Loki, are you staring at my laundry baking in the sun? We call the dryer the outside. Oh, okay, well, my stuff's falling off into the yard. That's cool. I forgot about wind. Anyway. So, anywho. Okay, speaking of decks, I did get a deck yesterday, and I've been anxiously awaiting this one because Chingay Labrador, if you guys don't know, she is the creator of the Practical Magic starter deck, but she has come out with another deck called the Pinoy Practical Magic.